Doing the color at the wrestling events?
The color. Wow, and I'm doing more wrestling coming up this weekend in Arborfield.
Shout it out.
We're doing a TV taping out in Arborfield. It's going to be
Get
on
out
the
there and enjoy it.
channel. So it's going to be really, really fun. And man, I love doing commentary. Really for anything, but wrestling is always a good time.
Man, your passion and like your energy. Like I had no idea. To me, I was like, oh, this guy's, he's doing this really cool stuff. And then we see you on TV and you're you. But to see someone, being the real them, because when you're a reporter, like you say, that's a job and you have to stay, you got to stay in that lane.
Focused, right, and assertive.
And then when you're in a place like this, it makes me so happy to see the real you, because you come out and you're like, I am, and not that other side isn't the real you, but I mean like your absolute passion. Like you put so much work into this.
And let all the colors fly. You know what I mean? And that's that's what it is. So
it makes me so happy.
You're news reporting, or I'm an assignment editor there, but whatever. You might have a profession that requires you to wear a suit during the day, but then at night it's like video game clothes, and I'm in front of the
PJs,
TV.
baby. That's me too. The second the show's over, everything. And like I dress, this is my new uniform.
I like it though.
Too sweet.
The Young Bucks. Yeah.
Did you see real quick? Did you see last night?
Yeah.
Or Tony Khan?
I did not see.
I almost spoiled.
There when it was here.
Yeah, me too. That was incredible.
Were you there?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. I had so much fun, and I hope they come back.
What was the highlight for you that show? Because I know mine. What was yours?
Mine was I think mine was when MJF addressed Saskatoon. I mean, there was a ton of highlights. That one was mine.
Mine, real quick, was Orange Cassidy's single flare going up.
Oh, I saw that.
It was the funniest thing, because everyone comes out with all the huge pyro, and Orange Cassidy's whole gimmick, if you don't know, he's like lackadaisical. Like, that's his thumbs up, and if he gives you a knuckle,
like an entire match in his with his hands in his pocket.
It's incredible. The guy's so good. So he comes out, and everyone has a big pyro. He comes out, and he just looks over, and it's a tiny little bottle rocket going pew, like the most depressing pyro. It's so funny. So seeing that live was so good.
It's like reverse pyro.
Literally, and that was the thing. So
yeah, I love Orange Cassidy. I got the freshly squeezed chant going up in the stands.
I got the freshly squeezed shirt in the house right now.
Oh, nice.
I should have worn it.
I got some wrestling gear.
Maybe we'll talk wrestling gear next time.
I should bring some of the wrestling gear I got. I don't have a ton, but I got a few from that event at Sastel Center a little while ago.
We could talk all day. I know you got to get back to it.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my new favorite human being alive. Matt Young, CTV, is coming back, and we're going to do more of this stuff. Be sure to check out all of his socials. You can enjoy all of this and so much more. Dude, up top, hit me one more time.
Go.
This is what it's all about. You have a great rest of your day, all right, brother?
You too, man, for sure.
The great Matt Young from CTV. God, I love that guy. Again, you can watch the replay to catch all of that and see all the good that he's doing. And if you're a sports team, if you're one of those teams we were talking about, you guys hit him up. Get those videos on your scoreboard. People will lose it seeing the guys they're cheering for in that building inside the games they used to play. You ready for some magic? Watch this. Abracadabra. What's some other magic words? Magic words, magic words. Please make maze appear. Oh! Move over, Genie. Was Genie's name just Genie in Aladdin? Just Genie, hey? Yeah. Move over, Genie. We got some magicians in the booth there. Coach Mays, you're back.
I'm here, live this time.
This is great. Are you nervous live?
No, it's like normal, not live. It's the exact same.
It's even better because there's only a couple people watching. But still, we get that live vibe. I did it again.
I preferred zero people watching.
Vibing.
Vibing?
Can we eliminate that term? Like you said it perfectly. Anything could be a vibe. Like I could be writing here like, man, I got a vibe right now.
I'm learning about a lot of things. Mood? What's that mean?
It's a mood. It means you're grumpy.
Oh, is that it?
Maybe.
I thought it meant you're horny. Like it's a mood?
No.
You guys really need to not.
Yeah, right? Like why is it?
No.
Every time a guest comes in here, they take it straight to the gutter. We're a family show, bro.
Well, also you, Gary. I mean,
what did I do?
You don't really know what mood means. We can tell. None of you know what mood means.
The young kids are calling us out. That's what's happening. I see now.
I don't hear what they're saying.
Yeah, thank goodness you don't want to.
Piece.
You don't want it. Trust me.
All right, fine.
They're sassing you. You're getting sassed. How you doing, buddy? How's Coach today? How was the day? Work good?
It was busy.
Yeah,
it was a really busy day.
Man, the convoy was sailing or what?
There's a lot of action. Yeah.
Mesa has a great big convoy coming down the road.
That's where I work.
A great big convoy. Look at him go.
When I leave, I stop talking about it.
Okay. Moving right along. Under 18s, do you see the boys today?
What's that?
Ooh, did you see our boys?
No.
Roger McQueen and the
Who
under
else?
18 team.
You got the whole roster?
I know McKenna, who was on line one with Queener. He had 2 goals. Queener had an assist. Jerome McGinley Jr., a.k.a.
That one.
T. Ginla, had an apple today. Very nice. 6-3 victory over Sweden.
Is Renus on that? Did he crack that?
I don't know if the little Magic Man was on there. I'm not sure. I didn't see the whole roster. I was just doing some updates, and Pistol Pete was telling us about the boys.
I have some insider, little McQueen, but he's kind of tall and skinny. But Roger's might have been at next level a couple times. Getting straightened
Really?
out. Maybe. That's the rumor.
Interesting. We got to stop hinting at these businesses and just start getting them on board so we can promote the hell out of them,
Right.
right? That's what we got to do. So we will do that. 6-3 win over Sweden. They play again tomorrow against Czechia at 10 a.m. Watch on TSN, 10 a.m. Go, Canada, go.
I'll be working, but I might.
I'll watch for you.
Okay.
I'll give you
Fill me
updates.
in.
Yeah.
And give me the whole roster.
Okay.
I like
looked
the
at
entire lineup.
Yeah, I know you do.
But it's
you're a
deadly
nerd
that
like me.
Roger's on line 1.
I love it.
That's cool.
It's us doing kid, man. Like, I literally threw balls at that kid growing up. I was like, hey, catch this, you jabroni. And he's so shy, and now he's just crushing
I remember
everything.
being in the dressing room, and we allowed Pete to play hockey. And he
a
looks
great way
like
to
he
put
should
it.
be a hockey player. He's a swimmer. He's a tall glass of water. He's a very handsome man, and you'd think he'd be athletic, and then I saw him skate, and I was like, oh no.
Most improved. We call
yeah.
him the most improved rec player
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Great IQ.
Huge IQ.
Ball hockey,
Yeah.
crushes.
Yeah.
Ice hockey does his best. And then, but I remember being in the dressing room and he'd be like, oh, my nephew's pretty good at hockey.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what level's it? He's a novice, or he's like, I was like,
So
okay,
long
what are you
ago, right?
talking
Yeah,
about?
and now it's like, look at little Queener go.
He knew it.
Yeah, well,
So that's cool.
Sometimes you just got it. I'm just going to hit you with a couple things here while we have
Mm-hmm.
you. The voice of hockey passed away today. The
sad.
voice of hockey. If you go on any of the social website medias,
Mm-hmm.
they're all paying tribute to the great Bob Cole, 90 years old. 90.
It's a good run.
Call his final game in 2019.
Don't you get something when you get to 90? Doesn't the government send you something like a congrats or something?
I don't know.
I
but
think I heard that.
I will tell you
You
this.
get a letter.
Everybody is thanking Bob Cole today. Anybody who watched hockey growing up and associated it. For me, it was cheering for overtimes. Cheering for overtime so I could stay up past my bedtime, and Bob Cole was the babysitter. That's what it was for me. And no one could do it like him. The greatest, like the best to ever do it, in many people's opinion, not just mine. How do you feel about Bob Cole? Where do you rank him?
Well, like he was mostly a Leafs broadcaster.
But he
correct?
would do hockey night every Saturday.
Yeah.
And then when the playoffs came, he was always there.
Then he had his 2 show.
Yeah, he was the guy.
He was the guy.
Bob Cole, Harry Neal, everyone knows that, right?
Yeah, I don't have any
You're not
special
a
stories.
That's so weird. You know, I figured you'd be all over broadcasters. Like,
No,
you're not a
like-
broadcaster guy. You're not a fan, or what?
Like of the guys.
Yeah.
I have my opinions of them. I
Okay.
I have a few that I like, but yeah, no, like it's sad. Bob Cole died.
Yeah, well,
but yeah,
and,
no,
and, yeah, we're paying tribute to the guy. Like, I have all of these memories that are directly associated with his voice. Like, it felt like I lost a part of me today. You know what I mean? And it's just strange that I totally would have thought that you'd be a guy that was connected like I was.
I think if you talked to 15-year-old me, I'd be sad.
Okay.
But it's
That's
been,
fair.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, totally.
some time's passed. I'm busy chasing the kids around. I didn't even know. You know what I mean? The U18s are on or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, when's the last game? I remember, was it 2 years ago?
2019 was his
Or
final game.
2019?
Yeah.
It's been that many years.
So it would have
eh?
been, what's that, 5 years? So it would have been 85 when he did his last one. And again, there's one, my crutch. I got to get out of that. As well, the great Dan O'Toole, my dude. I love Dan from Jay and Dan fame. He had a very good tribute that he put out there today saying Bob Cole's final game that he called was still better than pretty much anybody to ever do it. Like, that's how good this guy was.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dan O'Toole. Love you, buddy. I was
Dan
messaging him the
O'Toole's
other day.
deadly. So what did he put that out on?
Twitters, I believe.
The Twitters.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He is doing his own thing. He's got his own podcast. Actually, but while I was starting this one, I sent him a message just to see how he's doing and say hi, let him know what we're doing here. He's like,
Yeah.
gave me a bunch of tips and a bunch of things. Like, Gary, you're gonna love it. It's fantastic. And he's doing his own podcast show, and then he does the Bet Rivers stuff, and he's doing very well for himself. So again,
I
Dan,
think
if you see this,
Dan-
we love you.
Dan needs to come on the show.
I think he would.
I think we can get
I
him.
think he would. I'll reach out to him again, not today, because I guarantee you he's probably doing the media tour because he's so passionate about the great Bob Cole. So people
Yeah.
are probably reaching out to him. But maybe next week we'll try to get him on just to say hi and check in, because we had a lot of fun when he was every time he come by here.
So again, me not asking you questions. So
Yeah.
do you have more stories about Bob Cole?
No. We're moving on. I just wanted to make sure everyone watching this knew that a little bit of hockey died today. That's all.
Yeah, a big part every year. But yeah, that's
Yeah. What else do we have? The NFL draft tonight. All right, this is where we get into it, the nitty gritty. Caleb Williams. This guy, the projected first overall pick in the NFL draft tonight. He is going to be one of the worst draft busts in the history of football. History.
That's a hot take.
It's the hottest take going. And I said this like 4 months ago when everyone was talking to him, and he was deciding where he would play, and he demanded a piece of ownership of the franchise along with his contract to play football. The second a guy who should be so honored to just have the privilege of being drafted says, I want a piece of the franchise, all you're telling me, dude, is that you don't give a crap about your teammates. You don't give a crap about anyone else except yourself.
He cares more about eyeliner, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and he blocks people before they even tweet about him. Like, he's so
Sensitive.
yeah. How are you going to survive? And you're apparently the Chicago Bears are going to take him with the first overall pick, which would be the dumbest. Like, they already did the dumbest thing ever in trading Justin
traded
Fields.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is a quarterback about to blow up. So he's in Pittsburgh now, along with Russell Wilson.
You were looking up some deadly stats yesterday about how to be successful at drafting.
Yeah.
What was that deal?
So basically, what it was, and I forget where we got it from. I have it on a Twitter, one of those Twitters that I got LB at. But basically, it shows the most retention in the draft. So the best positions to draft. And what the guy did was he took all of the draftees from the last like 10 or 20 years and then just took each one and said, did this guy re-sign with the team that drafted him? That would consider it a successful draft pick. And it's exactly how you would think it would go. It was offensive lineman, 1, 2, 3.
Center.
Yeah, center, guards, tackles, and then it went down. QB was actually up there pretty good, which was surprising. But the bottom of the barrel, the worst position to draft in the first round is wide receivers. 27% hit. That's it.
And that was just new. They just started doing it the past 2 years because there's like a need was there, so guys scrambled to
that's
force
it.
those picks in, and then it's not even the best player.
Yeah. Like, and it upsets me so much because if I can see this, if a jabroni like me can see nothing but trouble with this Caleb kid, how the hell can a franchise like the Bears not? How can you get rid of a guy like Justin Fields who, when he was on the field, when you protected him enough that he didn't get injured, was incredible. He won me fantasy football games, man. Single-handedly.
It's weird. That one's weird.
I don't get
If you
it.
miss, like, if you're in a position where you had taken maybe a QB 22nd overall, you were like, we're a decent team.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, we need a successor. So you take a quarterback at 22 or in the second round.
Yeah.
Or
Someone who
even
can sit
when was
a
Mac
year.
Jones drafted with the...
Wasn't he the third overall, the Patriots?
No.
Something like that. It was something dumb.
My facts. No.
He's a first rounder. He had to have
No
been.
way.
Okay. Well, I guess this is
I
why we
feel
should
bad.
fact check.
No arguing. We won't ever look it up. This is great. You know what's great about
What's
this?
that?
Real conversations where I'm not even going to fact check you.
Thank you.
Immediately.
I appreciate
don't care.
this. Okay, your turn.
Mac Jones wasn't in the first round. That's my argument. That's my stand. Was not. But anyway,
Ask me a question about
there's
the draft.
so much pressure to hit that franchise guy, right?
Absolutely.
But it is weird that you'd get rid of a guy like Justin Fields.
Dude, DJ Moore, the guy that you because they had the first round pick the year before, they fleeced Carolina, got DJ Moore, plus everything else, all the draft picks, and then they're back doing it again. And like, why wouldn't you just do that again? Like everybody.
I'd like to see Maggie do the draft. You know
Who would you pick, Marge?
Maggie. Who do you got first overall?
Look at her. Oh, here she comes. She's going to tell us. Yeah. I think she would probably. I think she likes Drake May. Drake May's really winning me over. The quarterbacks are red hot. So the draft's tonight, like 5 o'clock or whatever, and the big story of the draft is quarterbacks coming in incredibly high. You got this Caleb kid, you got the Penix kid, you got the Drake May kid, You got a couple more in there. Jaden Daniels, supposed to be the number 2 pick.
Like, I'm so far behind on the NFL.
I can catch you
I
up.
feel guilty about it.
Why?
Just because I have no idea who needs what.
Yeah,
right
your
now.
teams. Well, do you
Because
have
everyone
you have a
just
team
like
to cheer for?
I'm not a cheer for
No,
guy. I
that's why
play
I asked.
fantasy football and whoever.
Cheer for players.
I
We cheer for the
cheer
name on
for-
the back, not the front.
Yeah, I'm a player guy, right?
I hate
so
to be that guy, but Mac Jones did go in the first round.
what
Fact
pick?
check.
What
Fact check.
pick?
Say again, Mace.
What pick?
Did it say what number? Fourth overall.
You said third.
I was close.
Way closer than me.
Just
Fourth
a
in
bit
the
out.
first round.
Wow.
Fourth.
That's why he was such a bust there, man.
My face is red.
No, don't worry about that.
But so Baker
Baker Mayfield,
went
first overall.
first.
Yeah. Are you trying to remember that draft class?
Manziel
Johnny
went
football to the
20
Toronto Argonauts.
22nd.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
so
with all these quarterbacks.
Maggie should pick the draft tonight. You should put just in a little bowl
Okay.
all
her
the top, covered in treats, and then a little paper, and see who she picks, and then we'll keep track of that and see if it's a better.
Let's go to the Maggie
Draft.
Cam right now, and I'll just say names until she decides. Again, the Maggie Cam, proudly brought to you by our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Go by and say hello. So I'm just going to keep naming names, and we'll see which one gets her attention the most. Maggie, do you like Caleb Williams at number 1? No. Maggie, do you like Jaden Daniels at number 2? No. Maggie,
Oh, she thought about it.
she did a little bit. Drake May at number 3. Maggie, do you like him? Yes or no? This is going to be the one. Arizona Cardinals, my boys. The Cards picking number 4. Margaret, do you like Marvin Harrison going to the Cardinals at number 4? Yeah, she loves it. That's what we want.
Wait, hold on.
Go Cards.
Marvin Harrison,
Junior,
position,
wide receiver.
terrible pick in the first round.
Why? Okay, so the
Stats.
stats. Okay, so there's 2 wide receivers expected to go in the
Maggie,
top 10.
I take that back. Maggie has no clue what she's doing.
2 wide receivers. There's Marvin Harrison Jr., who has yet to grow the mustache like his father, who was a Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it, with Peyton Manning, the great Marvin Harrison Sr. He's the guy, if you're a Cardinals fan. Now, I'm a Cards guy. I love the Cards, going all the way back to Jake Plummer, because I'm a son of a plumber. He's Jake Plummer, Jake the Snake, and he went to the Cardinals, and he was an Arizona State guy. So there's all these connections there with plumbing and quarterbacking, and that's how I fell in love with the Cardinals. And then it's been a horrible, horrible run ever since. So as a Cardinals fan, I hate it. I still believe that those toes didn't touch in the Super Bowl. I just want everyone to know that. It was Santonio Holmes in the corner to end it. It didn't happen. Too many angles, such a baloney call. It should have been a Card Super Bowl, but I digress. There's another kid named Uduze, and he is very fast. So those are the 2 hot wide receivers. You will like this, though. Marvin Harrison Jr. apparently has not signed a licensing agreement with the NFLPA yet, which means that they cannot sell his jerseys or anything with his name on it during the draft tonight. I don't know what that means, but it's going to be one of those side stories that you're going to hear a lot about as people try to find stuff to talk about while they kill time.
What does that mean for Madden? Is Madden still a thing?
Oh, yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Or did they rename it NFL?
No, it's still Madden.
It's Madden.
But we can ask the young guns here. Hey, boys in the booth, is there a nickname for Madden like there is for Chell among you kids? Would you know at all?
Not that I know of.
They're not NFL guys.
Well, they're not Chell guys probably either,
No.
but they know. They hang around
There's
kids.
there's none.
Yeah, you guys know that Chell is a thing, right?
Nope.
NHL.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, go play some chill.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So cool. Everyone knows that. So that's what's going on with the draft. We'll see where that all goes. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I'm just so excited for Chicago after having a hell of a draft last year, fleecing the Carolina Panthers and doing their thing. Shout out to Jeff Peterson, the only Carolina Panthers fan I know. Gotten fleeced hard, that Bryce Young deal. Now Chicago's going to get a taste of it themselves when this kid just bombs. Everything about this guy just screams bust. And they're like, no, this is the guy we want. So
And he's going to be crappy for years, and Chicago's going to suck.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do, because I
But
hate
then
this-
they just
wishing
drafted
this on anyone.
a quarterback again the next year.
Just keep drafting
Just
quarterbacks.
wasting draft capital.
That's what I do in our dynasty league with Big C. We do the dynasty draft. So the big
Yeah.
draft happens, and the next week we do the dynasty draft. Last year I drafted all 4 quarterbacks. Took them all. I took Will Levis, I took C.J. Stroud, took Bryce Young, and I took the other guy. And I traded 2 of them, and I
So
kept
Stroud,
C.J.
yeah, that's ends
good
up
one.
working out for you.
Yeah, and
I
that's
would
the thing.
think the move would be drafting running backs and wide receivers and that thing, but I guess
My first ever draft. I didn't even know what I was doing. This year, I'm still trying to trade away all my picks just to get back in the first round because I traded them all.
And then they're just waiting for you to drop them.
Here's a PSA, real quick. If you're going to play in fantasy sports, if you are going to decide, do you know what? I want to get into fantasy sports. Do me a huge favor, okay? Do me a huge favor and just be a little bit active with your roster. Just at least send out a trade every now and then, or at least think about one. Because there's nothing worse than being in a fantasy sports league where you're totally allowed to make trades and nobody does it. It's so annoying to me. I can't get over it.
We're in a
It drives
league
me
like
nuts.
that, the baseball league.
Yeah.
Me and you just trade back and forth all the time. The other rule is to have a sweet fantasy football team name.
Tell me more.
Well, we didn't prepare anything, so it's
Okay.
off the cuff. So one of my team names is Newt Rock Me Gently because I love the song Rock Me Gently.
Newt Rock Me
And I
Slowly.
like Newt
Why didn't you tell
Rock
me?
Me.
I could have been Newt Rock Me Slowly.
That'd been
Yeah, Newt Rockney, by the way. Was he running back?
well. I just know him as the coach.
Newt Rockney. My dad would know.
Yeah,
He's
Newt
probably very
Rockney.
proud of us. Yes, well done, son. Good Newt Rockney.
So you need a good name, I think,
Okay.
to get you. Like, there's just some lame names there. Just like if it's your own name and like Gary's Missiles. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, how do you feel about the guys that search for fun names on the internet?
That's also stupid. That's just regurgitating someone else's
Be original, right?
being awesome.
Thank you. Let's all be original together.
Do your best.
with-
Just do your best.
Just have fun. With again, it doesn't take much, but for example, I'm out here. I'm trying to get back in the first round. I'm offering 2 seconds, 2/3, a fourth, and a fifth for.
How did you get out of the first round?
Because I was just having fun. The reason I say this is last year was the first time where I actually kept track. So I don't want to make this about myself, but the example is so important for the story. There were 3 Yahoo fantasy football leagues we were in last year, and we were in the gold medal final for all 3. And the only one I won out of those 3 was the one where I only had 4 players left out of the 18 that we drafted on my roster. I overturned so many players, like triple anyone else, and I ended up winning the draft. Because I saw where my team was going, I said, nope, get them out. I sold high, brought in new guys. Saw guys that I thought were on the up, and I ended up winning the damn thing. That's one with Tim Shovelday. Shout out to Chevy and the boys. But it was a huge win, and I
needs
look
to
back,
be on
only
this show.
4 left. Yeah, we can holler at him. I got his number. Chevy, good dude.
Yeah.
We got lots of
Talk
stories.
some old time stuff. That'd be unreal.
He loves. So when we do the draft, we go out and we golf before. So there's 8 of us in the league. So we go 4 versus 4, and then we play like best ball. And the winning team gets 20 extra auction dollars, and the losing team doesn't get the 20 extra. So it's like a
Invite me
big
to this
deal.
game.
It's a lot
Fire
of fun.
somebody,
Well,
except
let's
for
see.
Chevy.
The Wing King's always looking to fire guys. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
Kick somebody out. Get me in that
It's
one.
so fun. But Chevy, and again, the Wing King's always bringing different Tim Chevrolet cards to each draft and gets Chevy to autograph them. And then he sits there, and Chevy's just the best. I mean, he has no problems talking hockey. Like, he'll tell us Fedorov stories, Yzerman stories, all the boys, right? Because he's with those teams we grew up on. It's so
I
cool.
think that would do well on your show
All right, well, maybe I'll holler at him. I'm sure he'd
or the
love
dude,
to do
or
it.
the Dude Show.
Dude podcast, bringing it back. Very excited for all of these shows coming back as we continue to build here at the Dufferin Ave meeting. Have you done a pizza yet? A pepperoni pizza. Boys, where do we go if we want to join the team, get some content up? Where do we go? You want to be an advertiser? Right there. Here, have some of this, dufferinAvenue.com.
It's over there.
Yeah,
I was
you're
looking
looking
at
at
the
the
wrong
wrong
screen.
Look, you want some of that? There it is. Well, you want to squish it? I say it's like we're kids in the hall. I'm crushing your head. Crush, like that. So you go there. It has all the links, all the info you need to join our team. Become a content creator with us. We're looking for shows, man. We're looking to help you out. Help us help you. We are all about making this world a better place, and that's where it starts, right here.
I was talking to a wrestling fan.
Prove it.
I didn't record it.
Well, then it didn't happen. What did he say?
I was thinking
Supposedly.
He's just wondering if we're coming out with a wrestling program.
Actually, we are. And not only that, I've been talking with my buddy Mats as he's doing some cool stuff for us. And he was talking about the next wrestling show coming to town in June, like late June. We're going to be there. We're going to be pre-gaming at that wrestling show. We're going to have our studio in the parking lot, and we're going to be pre-gaming with you, getting ready for wrestling. It's going to be fantastic.
Which
that's
one is
something
this?
to look for.
Would you want to talk to me about that first?
Oh, okay, never mind. maybe we'll just zoom from there. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna
Again,
do
LB
it.
knows
No,
what's up.
He'll find a way.
Always. Love finds a way, and I love wrestling. I believe it's
that
the
show needs to
PPW.
be like local,
Yeah, it's all about
Then-
local wrestling.
indie, but then you still got to talk about some AEW and some WWE stuff.
Death by super kick, bro.
So AEW, who owns AEW?
Tony Khan. His dad,
And he
Shah
was
Khan,
on-
owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And he was on TV yesterday.
Tony Khan got Mets.
And he
Meltzer
got
driver,
rid-
man.
But did that bring it full circle? Like Brando was here,
Yep.
animated about the dumbest move
Yep.
ever.
Yep.
But that was the whole play.
Yeah.
I think
It is-
yesterday.
it
And
is
so I want to
so
hear
wild.
Brando talk about that.
Okay. Well, we
And
can.
where do I
definitely
find that? I want it now.
Okay. Well, you just head to dufferinav.com. Go to one of our previous shows. Watch it. Enjoy it. Let
And
us
then
know
send
how
a
you're feeling.
message
Yeah.
about his current opinion.
Absolutely. It was crazy though, man. Like there's people talking. Like Shad Khan, the owner of the Jaguars, he owns everything. He was in the arena concerned for his son, who just, and in case you don't know what a Meltzer, I think they changed the name now, but one of the young bucks, Nicholas or Matthew, they're bad guys now. They're the executives. The executive VPs are such a great gimmick. And one of them puts him up for a pile driver. The other one goes on top rope, belt on the buckle, turnbuckle, does a flip, grabs the guy by the butt and slams him down while he gets pile drive. They did that to
mean-
the owner of AEW. It's crazy.
And his finishing position
Yeah.
was so smooth
Yeah.
on that.
He knew what was up.
Brad, who I work with,
Yeah.
you know Brad?
I love Brad. He loves Victor Hedman. I always let him get Victor Hedman in the drafts.
That was ages ago. But yes.
What, you saying he
have a
doesn't love him anymore?
Well, I don't think.
I
maybe
associate how I remember people is I associate them with cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I associate him with loving Victor Hedman.
not. Cool.
weird. My
So he
brain's
showed me
weird.
the clip,
Yeah.
and I was amazed. And then the finishing move, the way the guy's legs rested, like where
Yeah.
he finished. Kelly was doing that in the gym yesterday, doing little shoulder rolls and getting all these kids, you know, is talking about
Yeah.
taking them
Training,
to
junior
there and
crushers.
learning your body and
Yeah.
being able to do things that you could do as a child that
Yeah.
you no longer can do.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what Kelly's all about. Is like be in tune with your body. It's almost like DDP yoga meets
Cool.
yoga meets Kelly's a genius, and he just has awesome
I love
stuff.
DDP yoga. Yeah.
But he's not paying me to say that, so never mind.
But we do love him.
But we still love him.
Yeah. So there's
Support
nothing
him
wrong with
when he's
that.
helping. What are you
Okay.
guys secretly doing over here?
Nothing. We're just being cool.
All right.
Don't worry about us then. Here,
I have to get going.
I was just looking at the clock. You said 4:40. I
And
understand it. So
I
it
have
is
to
4:40 there. So look at all the stuff that we didn't even get to.
Well, let's rapid fire.
Rapid fire. NHL tonight. Florida, Tampa Bay. Who you got? Who's going to win?
Florida.
Okay. Jay Mays' Islanders versus nobody's Carolina Hurricanes.
Brad Beckles, Carolina Hurricanes.
Come on. I thought he was a Tampa guy. So he's just a Hedman guy, not a Tampa guy.
Hedman, mom's last name's Hedman
Cool.
or something.
Okay. I like that.
Maybe not. Carolina.
Carolina.
I'm,
All right.
I'm a former Whaler guy. I'm slowly coming around.
Well, if they'd wear the
that.
damn Whaler unis more and the
Oh.
pants, get the pants back on,
They'd
boys.
walk all the way.
Easily. Like, I
Easy.
don't understand why people don't do that.
Next.
Okay, NFL draft. Who is going to go in the top 5? I know you're not prepared for it, but I just want to know.
0. Don't know anybody.
Don't know anybody. Okay. One more for you.
Center won't get picked first, but it should.
Okay.
Tackle won't get picked second, but probably should.
Okay.
Linebacker should go 6th.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And then 2 QBs in the top 5.
The only 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Mazer in the house. He's got to go be a super dad again. He's got work to do. We're going to walk him out.
Coaching.
You go ahead. He's coaching.
just leave
Not
it?
even working. Yeah, you just walk it out.
All right.
You're good. You put in a shift today. You know what? We go to Megacam again. We can go to Megacam real quick, so it's not awkward.
Going past the candy station.
No, get some candy on the way out. Megacam again, proudly brought to you by our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer, Mike and Rochelle over there. The best in the world. Again, I still had a little bit more food. I really underestimated the doggy food bag that I had because I thought it was going to be done 3 days ago, and it's still going. So I will be there soon, and I want to get the names of every employee there because they're just so good. So good at caring about you. As Maggie. Maggie's going to walk you out, just so you know. So you take her with you. We got a couple more minutes before we head out for the day. I do have the 2-week update. Today is officially 2 weeks. 2 weeks since we took a break from the THC. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm a little bit sore. But my brain is so good. There's no fog. We're wide awake, operating at 1,000%. It's so cool to be able to basically fight the battle with your body because my brain is so strong. It's like Before, I would just medicate it with the THC, and then I wouldn't have to wear braces all day while I'm working, and I wouldn't have to be in constant chronic pain. But then again, I'd be half of the real me. So it's this little dance. And I said to my dad yesterday, he's like, son, you back on that juice? I was like, juice? What juice, Dad? He's like, I was like, oh, the THC. Because I got drops and I got sort of all this cool stuff. I was like, yeah. It's like, nope, of course not. I'd hate to let anybody down. I promised you guys 2 weeks. I'm giving you 2 weeks of nothing. He goes, how's it going? I said, excruciating pain, nonstop, all the time. Like, think about the worst pain that you had before you would medicate. And it's just like that. It just goes like this. So it's in the elbows, it's in the neck, it goes down the spine. And I told him, I said, mentally, the only thing I can do is just shut it out with my brain, because my brain is my most powerful weapon right now, because it's operating such a high level. So here I am, looking at these pains, trying to use my braces, trying to get something done. I went and saw the doctor, shout out to Dr. Teal the other day, and we were talking about it, and he's like, yeah, man, there's not much you can do for any of that. You just got to power through. So I'm just getting myself in this mental state where it's like, I will not allow you to hurt. Even though it hurts all the time. So that's about it. I'm gonna go a couple more days, is what I decided. So we already went the 2 weeks. That countdown ended 9 o'clock this morning. Not that anyone's counting. But we're gonna go at least a couple more days before we actually try to settle all of this down, just to show everyone, guess what? Not only can I do it, but I can do it a little bit extra than what anyone would have ever expected. So the only reason we're updating you on the THC break is because Royal Anders says that it helps a lot of other people who may or may not be going through stuff like that. So just know all you got to do is get your head in the exact right place. And then once you're there, you're good to go, bro. Easy as pie. Okay. Now, man, it's so weird how fast these shows go. We were sitting here, and again, we got Noah and LB in the booth. And I was saying when we were running the pre-tape with Matt Young, it's like, when you have someone beside you got that co-host, and this is how it used to be at the other place too. If you have that co-host, it's so much easier because you have someone to bounce off. It's so much easier to carry a conversation because you're having a conversation. When it's you by yourself, it's not the same. It's not as fun. So I'm always so grateful to have my bros in the booth. Shout out to the bros in the booth. Just want to let you guys know you guys are absolutely awesome. I think we could probably get some Frankie's fingers ready to go, and we can get on out of here as we get set for another pre-tape for a guest tomorrow. You guys want to run that outro music? As I get ready, like this. Ow, that hurts. Everything hurts. Oh, I had some pizza pops today, by the way. I love pizza pops. Pizza pops? I'm gonna have some more. That's why I bring them up. They're on special at Costco. They're not paying us to advertise. I'm just saying they are on special. And if you love pizza pops, go get them. What do you think? Should we play it out? Maybe not. Maggie, you wanna come up here? Come on, girl. Come on up. Is it just because my headset's not working? Maybe that's what it is. Let's have it low. There we go. It was me the whole time. It's always been me. I'm so sorry, guys. Did I kill the whole thing? Is there any left? Couple seconds? Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. Sorry, Meg. I got excited. Yeah, it was my headset. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. It was another incredible show. To Matt Young from CTV. Go hit him up, man. I'm telling you, that modern stuff is the future of awesome. Okay? If you're a sports team around here, get him involved with your team. It will take it to new heights. We're going to push him all the way. The producers already said I love you guys. You're so good. Noah, you crushed it today, my man. Thank you for that, LB. You're my everything. I love you. Coach Mazer doing a quick stop by. That was very, very nice, as he always contributes in such a great way. And I love him so much. Tomorrow, Waddy's going to be by. One more final push before the All for Scott event fundraiser going on Sunday. So we'll remind everyone about that. Make sure you get in and help out there. We'll also have some Brando in the house as we get you ready for the weekend with the CCO podcast and the Gary and Brando Get Good at Games extravaganza. Look at Commander Cookout right there. Those are my boys. You may have noticed the skull that we got for our little placard that you push on with Maggie and I. Shout out to Gio Pizzeria, I believe his name is. Gio Pizzeria. He's the dude that makes those skulls, and he's so creative, and he made us one. Made me look really good. As well as always, thank you to you. Without you, this isn't a show, this isn't a studio, this isn't anything. So thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And remember, do good things. You will notice that good things will start happening to you. I promise. Let's start thinking about others, all right? Have a great rest of your Thursday.